Dear students, today we are going to see that another metal in the 13th group. We have completed the boron and its compounds. Similarly, next element in the 13th group is aluminum. Here only we are going to see only one compound, that is aluminum chloride. That's all. Now aluminum chloride formula AlCl3, because aluminum valency 3, chlorine 1. Okay, now let us see the preparations. So easy preparation, easy equations, no problem. Now let us see first preparation. It can be prepared by direct react with aluminum plus hydrochloric acid. Metal with the hydrochloric acid, it gives aluminum chloride and liberate hydrogen. Understand? So now you balance the equation. So now aluminum chloride valency 3 and 1 we know. So now here chlorine 3 and this side chlorine 1. So make it as a even number 6. So you put 2 aluminum and 6 HCl gives 2 aluminum chloride plus 3 H2. Okay, so equation balanced. Now either you treat that hydrochloric acid with aluminum hydroxide. Aluminum valency 3, hydroxide 1. So aluminum cross multiply aluminum hydroxide plus HCl. Now you are getting what? Al plus Cl gives AlCl3 and remaining will be water. So AlCl3 plus water. Okay or not? So now here also you put 3 HCl, there you put 3 water. Equation automatically balanced. Okay, then this is for public 2 marks question. Next process is McAfee's process. McAfee's process. This can be asked for public for 2 marks question. Now it is prepared in this method. It is prepared by treating aluminum oxide with carbon and chlorine. Understand? So you get what is the product? Aluminum combines with chlorine to give aluminum chloride. Then remaining carbon plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide. That is the main product. Okay, now we have to balance the equation. Here Al2, there Al. We can make that chlorine as the even number. So you here this side chlorine 2, that side 3. So you put 4, so 12. This side you put 6 chlorine. Then left side you put 2 aluminum oxide. So this is the balanced equation. To remember the reactant for this process is, you just remember ACC cement. A for aluminum oxide, C for carbon, and another C for chlorine. So the reactant you won't get confused. So now like that you remember for McAfee's process, very important 2 marks question. Then finally interest is preparation. It is a simple direct combination with metal with chlorine at high temperature, nearly more than 1000 Kelvin. It gives aluminum chloride. So you balance the equation, aluminum chloride AlCl3, here Al plus Cl2. You get 2 you put 2 AlCl3. This side you put 2 Al, and here 6 chlorine. So you put 3 Cl2. So okay, these are the properties. Okay, now let us see the properties. In the physical properties, this is one more question. It is a colorless and hygroscopic substance. What do you mean by hygroscopic? Tell me, students. That is any substance which absorbs moisture. Is called hygroscopic. Okay. Now let us come for chemical properties. Now with moist air 1. So moist air, aluminum chloride. Moist air means water. So what is the possibility? You will get aluminum hydroxide and HCl. Aluminum hydroxide and HCl. So now this side you put 3 water molecule, that you right side you put 3 HCl. Equation balanced. So now aluminum hydroxide. Then similarly with ammonium hydroxide, it gives, what is the possibility? Aluminum combines with OH to give aluminum hydroxide. Formula AlOH thrice. Aluminum valency 3, OH 1, cross multiply. Then remaining ammonia plus chlorine, ammonium chloride. Ammonium valency 1 and chlorine valency 1, ammonium chloride. Then similarly you balance the equation. Okay or not? So here 3 chlorine and there only 1 chlorine. So you put 3. Then this side you put ammonium hydroxide 3 balanced. Okay or not? Then finally with the excess of alkali, the metals gives aluminate, meta-aluminate. This is 2 marks question, very important. This is important. Hence, you write the equations aluminum chloride plus sodium hydroxide to give sodium meta-aluminate. That is called NaAlO2 plus remaining what is the product? Aluminum chloride. Sodium meta-aluminate. Okay, not meta-aluminate plus water. So now it is easy. We can balance the equation. Here 3 chlorine. There it is only what? Here 1 chlorine. So now you put this side sodium meta-aluminate plus HCl, 3 HCl. Okay, now you put 4 NaOH. So automatically it will get balanced. NaCl, 3 NaCl. So the left side there are 4 NaOH. Then right side you have NaAlO3, that is 1 sodium. Then remaining water, that is here 4 hydrogen, 2 H2O. Then remaining will be 3 NaCl. So this is very important to us. Once again, that is aluminum chloride with sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, you get 3 products. One is sodium meta-aluminate, NaAlO2. Understand? O3 plus water, 2 molecules of water plus NaCl. Okay or not? So this is called with excess of alkali. Then next one more question. It behaves as a Lewis acid. One more question. According to Lewis, a compound which contains deficit of electron is called Lewis acid. Basis means excess of electron, or here deficit means in aluminum chloride AlCl, it contains only 6 electrons. Hence it is a deficit. It requires 2 electrons to complete octet. Hence according to Lewis, one concept, acid is a substance which have deficit. Hence it behaves as a Lewis acid. 1 mark question. As a result, it combines with base ammonia because it contains lone pair of electron. According to Lewis, just you know it, that is any substance which contains a lone pair of electron, it behaves as a Lewis base. So Lewis acid plus Lewis base, it gives an addition compound. So now you write the equations aluminum chloride plus ammonia, 6 ammonia. If you balance the equations, you just get a addition compound that is called aluminum chloride plus 6 ammonia. That is addition compound. But here the 1 more question is Lewis acid. It behaves as a Lewis acid. But aluminum chloride in aqueous solution also it behaves as a Lewis acid, because this type of questions may be asked for 1 more question either in the public or as well as in the NEET. So that is why don't omit anything, because you are going to appear for other professional courses, so entrance examination. So hence, okay, so these are all about chemical properties. Then uses. Then aluminum chloride, understand? So it is used for perfumeries or dyes, understand this one. Then next is alums. Okay students, let us recall that properties of potash alum. It is a white crystalline solid which dissolves readily in hot water. Then it is insoluble in alcohol because it is an inorganic compound. Okay. Then next burnt alum. What is burnt alum? For 3 marks question. When potash alum is heated at 375 Kelvin, it swells up. That is the first point. The second, that is when it is again further heated to 475 Kelvin or 475 to 500 Kelvin, it loses all the water of crystallization. What do you mean by water of crystallization? The number of water molecules imparted to one formula unit. It is called water of crystallization. So in potash alum, 24 molecules of water will be imparted with the alum. That means during crystallization, what will happen? All the water molecules will be evaporated, and finally alum is crystallized with 24 molecules of water. That is called water of crystallization. Thorough. Now next is on further heating to red dot. So 3 types of heating: 375 Kelvin, 475 to 500 Kelvin, and red dot. These three types of heating you remember. So first it swells. Then second, at 475 to 500 Kelvin, what will happen? It loses all the water of 24, all the water of crystallization and swells up. That swollen mass is called burnt alum. On further heating to red dot, it decomposes to alumina and sulfur trioxide. So now if it is asked for 5 marks question, write the procedure for this and write the equation for 2 marks question. Suppose if they ask for 3 marks, you write alone the equations by mentioning the temperature. Okay, now let us see potassium sulfate, aluminum sulfate, all the formula, valency, I have already we have discussed. Okay, now 24 molecules of water. What will happen? You mentioned the temperature is very important in this part. So 475 or 500. You write the equations, that is potassium sulfate, aluminum sulfate plus 24 molecules of water. That is, it is 24 molecules of water. Then again, this potassium sulfate, aluminum sulfate, heat at red hot. Understand? It gives, that is potassium sulfate. Then alumina is aluminum oxide. So aluminum oxide, tell me students, you might have well known about the valency. Yes, formula Al2O3. Why? Because valence for aluminum is 3, oxygen valency 2, cross multiply. Then remaining will be sulfur trioxide. In this case, with respect to here, 2 aluminum, 2 aluminum. Then this side 1 sulfur, 1 sulfur. Okay, then come for the sulfur, this side sulfur trioxide. So you put 3 sulfur. So totally 4 sulfur is there. Understand? So now because in this aluminum sulfate, the S is what? 3. Understand? SO3 thrice plus 1, 4. Hence right side you make 4. As 1 sulfur it contains in potassium sulfate, remaining 3 you put in 3 sulfur trioxide. That's all idea. Okay, not? Then next is with this one. Which one? With ammonium, aluminum sulfate, with ammonium hydroxide. This potassium alum with ammonium hydroxide, it gives, what is the possibility? That is potassium sulfate is one product. Then ammonium sulfate, that is another product. Understand? Ammonium plus sulfate. Remaining will be 24 molecules of water and again plus aluminum hydroxide. Aluminum hydroxide. Understand? So now if you put 2, that balanced equation just now we have discussed. Okay, not? So these are the chemical properties of this potash alum. Then finally uses. 1. Used for if it is asked for 3 marks question, it is used for purification of water. That is main uses. Then waterproofing in several industries like textile industries. That is very, very important. Then dyeing and paper industries. Understand? For dyeing in paper industries and also leather industries. Then finally, it is 1 mark question. It acts as a styptic agent. Styptic agent, that means to arrest the what? Bleeding. That arresting the bleeding is that reaction is called styptic reactions. So with this, all the 13th group in the P block element, that is boron and its compound, then aluminium and its compound and alum. Understand? So that 13th group completely over. Understand? Now already in this we have discussed about what are the importance for 2 marks, 3 marks and 5 marks and how to balance the equations. Okay. Now this time, by this time you might have had some idea about 13th group, at least about these 2 elements, that is and its compound, that is boron and aluminium. Okay or not? So what are the important reactions, what are the important compound? Already everything we have discussed clearly, understandingly or not. So successfully. So now you make thorough and always please have the habit of revising what are being taught. Okay or not? Thank you. Next we can see or we can go for 14th group elements. Okay.